Well, the All Musicians Club is ready to take you on a musical journey. Just like how we did that, Carmen.
You
Carmen
did.
Bicella joins us.
I can't stop believing.
I can't stop believing. See, we're gonna do this all
We're
day.
gonna do this all day.
You have a Journey tribute band coming, and these guys are pretty good. We're gonna take a listen to them in just a minute, but these guys are pretty good, right?
Right. The first off, they're the #1 classic Journey tribute around Southern California. But the band members themselves, each of the band members, are unique in that they all have tremendous amount of road experience with other top name players. So it's a really massive group. So it's good.
Yeah,
good
we saw the clip a little earlier. I was looking at it before. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna play in a minute. But they really great musicianship. They really, you can tell they put on a show.
Yeah.
The lead singer not only has the look, but he has the voice, which is hard to do in that big high, tenor falsetto thing that he has going on.
I'm telling you, there's some high notes in there that I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
Even the guitar players. I mean, if you watch it, it's like incredible.
The show's coming up Saturday, November 2nd. Folks can get tickets for that. You guys got a special announcement. We'll talk about that, about ticket sales and some premium, some good prices got going there. But first, I want to kind of jump into the All Musicians Club. I want to kind of review for folks what you guys are all about. Is it really just kind of people who play in the village and people who are interested in it, and it's kind of come together as kind of a social club?
It started out, founded by some musicians, founded by musicians, for musicians, but primarily for performing in the village. So we provide rehearsal space, studio space. We provide a directory of all the musicians in the village. What instruments they play, what their preference is in terms of music. So we have a directory, and you can put a band together in 10 minutes. You find a drummer here, a jazz drummer here, and a lead guitar player here, and a vocalist here. And we've been working together now for a few years, and so we do provide the space for. We provide a forum, so they can get together and have different types of jam sessions, folk music, rock music, jazz music, blues music. We cover the whole spectrum.
Now, when you guys get together, is there an agenda? Is there like, hey, we're going to meet about this, we're going to talk about these shows, but we're also just going to have some fun? Who wants to perform, and how does it kind of play out for people who've never been?
Well, we have a pretty active list of members, so we send out emails. Asking for recommendations, what kind of music, who wants to play, what clubhouse do they want to play in, what type of musicians they're looking for. Are they looking for studio performers, or are they looking for people that just want to jam? There are musicians that don't want to rehearse. All they want to do is they want to get together. They want to handpick a few players, and all we want to do is just play. So we give them a space to do that, and a communication device to do that. So,
And how did you get involved? What instrument did you play? Do you still play?
I play bass. I'm retired. They pull me out of retirement every so often. I love blues jams, and I'll usually do those. But so through this group of different types of musicians, everyone gets to know everyone. And so when one person was moving, the founder was moving out, they found me, and so I end up with it. And
now you're the man.
So now I get to send the emails out. So
there you go.
Yeah. So that's it. And then we're sponsoring a lot of events. So we sponsor the PAC events, but we also sponsor clubhouse events too. So
you just had your big Wilbury concert that you guys
Wilbury
helped put on, right?
Yeah. The Petty and the Wilbury was great. I mean, we had nothing but accolades on that that event. And we published some of the video on our weekly program. In fact, it's running Fridays at 5:30 on TV6.
Okay.
So we have some clips on that.
Oh, that's terrific.
It's really
want to
nice.
get a little taste of that.
It's a lot of fun.
Tell me about when you first, as a child, what was your first exposure to like jazz and blues and that kind of thing? Because that seems to be like your kind of ballywick there. And what made you decide, I think I want to start playing, I want to be a performer?
Oh, the influences, it was really, it was interesting to grow up as a teenager in the time of the Beatles. But prior to the Beatles, I was more involved with the rhythm and blues and Motown. You know, they were real big at the time, and a lot of jazz and blues from the early days. You know, Bo Diddley, Chuck Berry influence at that time, and eventually evolved into jazz, and then rock, and then garage bands. Then the Beatles. Then the Beatles were coming in at that point. So we had what were called mods and rockers. So the mods were the Beatles with the hair and the paisley shirts,
Right.
and then the rockers were the the Rolling Stones with blue jeans and torn T-shirts. So that's how we did it, and we had garage bands for both. So
Now, in a rock band, the bass guitar is not really a highlighted feature, but
right.
for jazz and blues, it is very much a featured kind of part of
correct.
of the performance.
correct, yeah. In a jazz band, there's a saying that the bass drives jazz and drums drives rock.
Okay.
So in all the rock bands, the drummers are the key, and then in the jazz bands, the bass player usually.
So that's what kind of
keeps the
drew you
beat.
to. Is that what drew you to being a bass guitar in like the blues world and the jazz world?
Right.
Is that kind of like, hey, I want to get out there, I want to really
There's
showcase?
there's much more feeling to that versus, the rock is basically, it's 1/4 in its time. It's just to keep the beat.
Right.
Jazz is a little different. Jazz is a little more expression, more freedom to roam around and impression. Now, some of the best are both. They do both.
Right. Yep. There you
Pino
go.
Palladino, just great jazz guy, great rock guy.
Well, great musicians can do it all. That's the
Well,
thing.
yeah, one hopes. Yeah. I'm not that great, so I do it as a hobby.
You're
So.
stuck in your lane.
Yeah.
Tell us about, how did you guys find this Journey act? Did you just, you hear about them, somebody recommended them to you?
Okay, so we're doing this in conjunction with the Village Music Club, and that's John Pearlstone, and
Right.
he brought this to me and said, I think we need to do this.
Oh, okay.
So this band, this Journey band, they perform all over, and there's a couple of big venues around Orange County that they all meet up, and they play at different times together. So it's that's where it came from.
All right, we got the flyer up now. I want to take a listen to the band so people can get an idea of just how good this Journey tribute band is. So let's take a quick listen and we'll be right back. I wasn't kidding when I said the Steve Perry lead singer guy. He looks and sounds like Steve Perry.
He hits the notes.
Yeah. And the thing is about this isn't like going to see an old band that says, hey, here's something off our new album. That's when you go get a beer or go to the bathroom
Right.
or whatever. This is just hit after hit after hit of Journey. And it's, for the audience, it's great nostalgia. They're singing along.
They're going to sing along. It's going to be, I guarantee everyone will know all the lyrics to at least 5 of the songs.
Right.
Out of the 15 or 20. But they're also adding some other some other additional music to this, which will be good. Toto and
okay, so they do it.
Foreigner.
They venture off a little bit into that genre. Well, great. Well, familiar with all
this
those.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, should be fun.
Good. Yeah.
You have a special deal. The tickets are $35, $30, and $25, but you're also releasing soon some $10 ones.
Today we're releasing at the Ticket Center at the PAC some $10 seats that didn't get filled totally in the audience, and so the regular ones are still for sale, and there's still some good seats down front, a few, not too many, but this is a good time to do that and let people enjoy it for $10. They get to hear a lot of good music.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to just go there by yourself, maybe a single seat here and there
Yeah,
for 10.
you can do it at the door.
Yeah, you'll make a friend, you sing along.
Right, exactly. They'll be singing along. Trust me. Yeah, everyone will sing along.
Well, it's the Journey events of the year coming up. It's going to be over at the PAC. It's going to be November 2nd, 7:30 p.m. Tickets are available right now, so make sure you get out there and enjoy the show.
Right, exactly. We'll be making some announcements at the show that I think people will be happy
Some upcoming
with.
stuff too?
There's some upcoming stuff.
All right,
that's
so
gonna be
breaking
interesting.
news at the show as well.
Breaking news at the show. I can't talk about it now, but it'll be, once everything's finalized, it'll be great.
Carmen Pacella from
Yes,
the All
thank
Musicians
you.
Club, thank you
Mike.
so much for joining us.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That was a fun walk down rock and roll memory lane. We'll be right back. You're watching This Day.